They saw the radar light up, and seconds later, the USS Carney was under fire. In the dark waters of the Red Sea, one of the U.S. Navy's most capable destroyers came face to face with a sudden, coordinated Houthi assault. The USS Carney, DDG-64, already tested in previous engagements, was now the main target. Drones and anti-ship missiles launched from Houthi-controlled areas in Yemen were heading straight toward the ship. But this time, the volume, speed, and coordination of the attack were different. The bridge crew didn't panic. They didn't flinch, because the Carney was ready. The assault began with a swarm of unmanned aerial vehicles. These weren't random drones. They were fast, pre-programmed, and designed to overwhelm defenses. Almost simultaneously, radar signatures indicated multiple inbound cruise missiles. This wasn't a harassment attack. This was an attempt to cripple or destroy a U.S. Navy warship. The USS Carney's crew moved quickly and with precision. Within seconds, the ship's sensors fed data to the Aegis Combat System. Threats were prioritized, tracking solutions were calculated, and then retaliation. SM-2 and SM-6 missiles launched vertically from their tubes, screaming towards incoming targets at supersonic speeds. In the final seconds, the Phalanx CIWS, a fast rotating radar-guided Gatling gun, activated, spraying a hailstorm of tungsten rounds to intercept anything that slipped through. The sky lit up with flashes and streaks. Explosions crackled overhead. Alarms blared, but only briefly. In under 2 minutes, the attack was over. Debris rained into the sea. All hands were safe. The Carney had held the line again, and this time against one of the most coordinated Houthi strikes seen to date. But this wasn't the first time. At the heart of the USS Carney's defense is the Combat Information Center, a dimly lit space packed with monitors, radar scopes, and watchful sailors. This is where the real-time battle unfolds before it even reaches the deck. Information from satellites, drones, and shipboard sensors is compiled and analyzed here. When a threat is identified, it's this room that calls the shots. Officers and enlisted technicians track every blip, every trajectory. They monitor electronic warfare data and ensure that all countermeasures are synchronized. The calm, focused atmosphere inside is the result of constant training, because when the alarms go off, there's no time to hesitate. In the Carney CIC, decisions are measured in milliseconds. Since late 2023, the Carney has been at the center of Red Sea defense operations. Part of a rotating deployment of U.S. Navy destroyers, it has intercepted dozens of Houthi-launched threats, including ballistic and cruise missiles, one-way drones, and even suspected loitering munitions. The destroyer's Aegis system constantly scans for airborne contacts, ready to engage at a moment's notice. It's not just high-tech, it's battle-tested. The crew has operated under real combat conditions for months, building up experience and sharpening their response with every threat. According to Pentagon sources, the Carney alone has intercepted over 40 drones and missiles since arriving in the region. No other U.S. warship in recent history has been tested in combat this frequently in such a short period. In the aftermath of repeated Houthi attacks, the U.S. Navy did not stay on the defensive. Precision airstrikes were launched against key Houthi positions in Yemen, targeting radar installations, missile launchers, and drone storage facilities. These strikes were supported by carrier-based FA-18s and surveillance from MQ-9 Reapers. According to CENTCOM, dozens of critical targets were destroyed in recent operations, a clear message that any assault on U.S. forces would be met with overwhelming force. This latest attack comes amid a wider escalation. The Houthis, backed and equipped by Iran, have ramped up their efforts to target not just commercial shipping, but also U.S. naval assets. While they claim to be responding to regional tensions, their weaponry and tactics point to a coordinated strategy to push back against American presence in the area. In response, the United States has significantly expanded its naval footprint in the Red Sea. The USS Dwight D. Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group is currently operating in the region, along with several destroyers like the USS Gravely, USS Laboon, and USS Mason, all actively participating in missile defense and escort operations. Surveillance and ISR support are provided by MQ-9 Reapers and P-8 Poseidon aircraft, which monitor the coastline of Yemen and intercept launch preparations in real time. International cooperation is also growing. The U.S. Navy now coordinates efforts with allies such as the United Kingdom and France, both of which have contributed warships and reconnaissance capabilities to joint patrols. The mission is no longer just about defending American ships. It's about preserving freedom of navigation in one of the world's most strategically vital choke points. The USS Carney, far from being a passive defender, is now a frontline warship in a rapidly evolving maritime conflict. It has become one of the most experienced ships in the fleet, with its crew hardened by repeated combat engagements and long days under constant threat. And while the Carney may have survived this assault, one thing is clear: this is far from over. The Red Sea is no longer just a shipping lane. It's an active war zone. The U.S. Navy remains on high alert, with systems hot, eyes on radar, and fingers on the launch buttons. Every radar ping is investigated. Every drone is treated as a threat. As for the USS Carney, it continues its mission, patrolling, protecting, and responding, not knowing when the next threat will come, only that it will. And when it does, they'll be ready again. Do you think attacks like this will trigger a wider conflict? Or will deterrence hold? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this story compelling, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more real-world defense updates. Thanks for watching, and thank you for supporting content that highlights the courage, precision, and readiness of those serving at sea. We'll continue bringing you frontline updates as events unfold. Stay sharp, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.